Let's go. I'm better than ever, they never been better than I. Regarded the hardest and I ain't even reaching my prime. They hate that I'm great and they faking I'm real as they come. So sit back and let me show you how this shit is done. My composition, my propositions, I'm raping the system. I'm killing the competition and all of y'all are my victims. Eyes and oohs as I'm ripping the instrumental. Lyrical, individual, never been sentimental. I'm so hot every time that beat drop. And when I say I'm raping the system.
What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the filthy commentator, coming at you with the second, well, this is technically the third. I'll explain what happened to the second match in a second. But this is my second match in the Road to the Top 100 OWC series that I got going on. Here's my opponent, Kyle Williams. 5 wins, 4 losses, 5 wins by way of knockout. So this dude is obviously a knockout artist. As you can see here, I said this is the second video, but as you can see, I played a match before this. Now with the recording that happened, the thing that ended up taking place was I thought I hit the record. I really thought I did. I thought I hit the record button. I went to go stop it and then started recording. So basically, yeah, I used this video, a fight that happened in between. Nonetheless, that fight was not a very competitive one, and you know, it's the early 78 overall, so you're not missing out on much. You're not missing out on much explanation. In terms of how that fight, what I did with the experience points that came afterwards, I put it into my chin. As you know, I told you guys, we're trying to get our chin up. This way we'll be able to deal with the straight right hands that will be coming at us. Try to prevent the stuns and all the damages that's gonna come through from those straight right hands. So let's talk about my opponent here before we talk about last match and before I hit you guys with a quick idea. This guy right here, it's like, what is it that he's gonna show us? What is it that we're learning? The first thing and the most important thing that I found out about this guy from this match is that he's a southpaw. And I said this in my analyze and losses videos. I'll probably link that one in the description if you haven't seen it already. But the thing about southpaws is I tend to struggle with them because I like to rely on my jab. And we all know the right hand is a lot more effective against the southpaw than the left hand is. So as an orthodox fighter and a fighter, you know, who loves the sweet science and loves boxing, I like to set things up with that left hand before I shoot out a right. Now I'm not saying I won't lead off with the right every once in a while. Give me a quick second. And not to say that I won't start things off with my right or use a lead right hand or right hook every now and again. But for the most part, I like to lead off with my left and then try to hit the right afterwards. So it was kind of difficult to land jabs to the head. You know, I had to be out in space, get the correct angle. And this guy does not have the greatest defense. We tested him out a lot in this opening round, as you can see here. That stepping in and out, that Viper-like quality of being able to get in and get out real quick is working wonders for us right now, as we was able to land 2 counter punches right there. 3 counter punches at that. And just take a quick notice of the difference between how you see when I counter punch versus how you see many people who play this game in terms of counter punches. I set up my counters, you know, it's kind of time. I get the guy's timing down, notice what it is that he's doing, and then I'm able to predict based off that when I'll be able to go ahead and throw a counter punch. I'm not constantly stepping, I'm not exploiting the game. And that's the huge difference when it comes to counter punching. That's a quick tip. Watch what it is that your opponent's doing. Then you'll be able to predict, oh, the next punch is coming, or, you know, he's been throwing a lot of uppercuts and straights this fight in this guy's case. Let me see when will be the perfect time for me to step to the right or step to my left or back step, so I'll be able to hit a counter. The thing about having a 76-inch reach and not having that massive 82-inch reach that you can have at middleweight is that when you step back, you're not always in range to counter. You're going to see that a few times here today, where I try to step back to land a counter punch, and when I step back, I just fall short, just slightly short. Let me hit you guys with this idea though. For the series, I was thinking maybe I could do like a last time on the Top 100 series and give you a quick little highlight video of the last match. I know it could possibly take away from people going back and watching the series, but you know, I think it might be a little cool feature to go ahead and add to the video. Leave in the comment section if you guys would like to see that, and if not, you know, cool, all good in the hood, no problems here. But the difference here, what did we do this round from what we fought in the first round? We're fighting a lot more defensively. We're fighting off the back foot a lot this round. he definitely decided to turn up the pressure and come forward. And not that we couldn't sit there and bang with him and try to trade. But the thing that you got to notice about these exchanges is, even though he's throwing tons of punches and he's not landing many, every time he misses or he gets a punch blocked or in between a combination, where do you see me go? Downstairs to the body for the most part. Why? This way I can go ahead and I can drain his stamina. A guy like this that likes to throw a lot of power straights. And speaking of power straights, he hits us with the straight right hand. We get stunned. He starts loading up with different combinations. We get saved by the bell. Fortunately for us, we are able to escape that round. But fighting defensively without a really good chin and with an inside fighter isn't the best technique in the world, and I end up paying the price for it. But besides that, that was pretty much a round that we dominated. Back to my point about throwing shots downstairs to the body. I'm trying to drain the stamina. With a guy that likes to throw a lot of power shots, if you go downstairs to the body, if you invest in some body work, if you continuously pound that gut with straight right hands, left and right hooks, especially as an inside fighter right now with the default template basically, your most damaging punches is those shots downstairs to the body. So it's very important that you look to go ahead and land multiple shots downstairs to the body, and with him throwing power punches and not landing as much as he possibly can, that's going to set us up for a knockout later on in the fight. And that's what you really should be looking for as an inside fighter for the first part, is tons of body work. But also as just a solid fighter on the game, you need to invest in the body. This way you can go ahead and get your knockouts late in the fight. If you look at my head-to-head record, I have quite a few knockouts. If you look at my OWC records from back in the day, most of my fights were won by way of knockout because, for the most part, nobody has stamina to go the distance. Now, most of my knockouts don't come early. Most of them come late into the fight. Once again, we're trapped up in the corner here, which isn't the greatest thing, but we're working that body. Look at a counter straight right hand. This is what set up this attack right here. It was a counter straight, power straight downstairs to the gut, followed by a few more combinations that allowed us to go ahead and knock him down. Somebody please teach this man some defense. He never gave his stamina a chance to regain. He never let that bar refill, and for that he kept throwing, he paid the price, and he ended up being in the canvas for the first time tonight. So the last round we was a bit damaged. We played defensive. We invested in the body. We got stunned. This time we invested in the body while he was going ahead and trying to trade shots with us and back us down into the corner. And we was able to effectively counter back with some nice work downstairs to the gut, which is why it's important to invest in the body. And then we had set up some nice headshots during that duration as well. You saw the jab right hook combination come out, which is one of my favorite combinations to throw, especially as of lately. It just has a good chance of landing for the most part. And you see us still, even though we won this round, where are we? We're not. Whenever we throw, we're looking for down. I just can't stress the emphasis of how bad you guys need to go downstairs to the gut, because it's just gonna work wonders for you later on in the fight. And especially when nobody has those boosters in and those conditioning boosters in. A lot of guys can't manage their stamina. It's a huge problem from elite players all the way down to lower level players is managing their stamina. Right now I have 89% stamina, which is good. I believe we're heading into round number 4. So we're going to take a look at these scorecards right here. They have myself up, Mr. James Toney, 3 rounds to none for Kyle Williams. And we're feeling confident. We got a knockdown, even though we got stunned in round number 2. We still won the round with good effective work upstairs and downstairs. But he stuns us yet again with a power straight left hand to the head. He's backing us down. You see him trying to land all types of combinations. But this really is a combination. This is just like tons of left uppercuts and tons of left straights coming out because he's southpaw. And it's like, we can recover from this. You see us take our time, rely on our defense, rely on our blocking, some nice slow fancy head movement that was working for the most part. And we just stay patient. We didn't let that determine us. We didn't let that distract us from going downstairs to the body. And what I just noticed right there is that power straight. That's what sent the last knockdown. I took note of that. I told you guys to take note of that in the last round. So what are we doing here? We look for that power straight downstairs to the stomach. Why? Because it's going to hurt his stamina. And if you look how bad he kills over from that power straight downstairs to the body, it's really going to be able to set us up for one of our signature punches. Now, if anybody who watches my channel knows that I have a favorite combination for knocking people down. You're going to see it in a few minutes here. You might see it next round. I'm not going to tell you when it comes, but just know it's coming. Beautiful power shot downstairs to the body. A ripping right hand downstairs to the body. It looked like Floyd's power right hook downstairs to the body against Marcos McDonough, man. That was a beautiful shot, and you see us trying to just constantly work him, you know. Let this guy miss as many punches as he wants, invest in the body, and that was pretty much the strategy. Now, he has done nothing to adjust. The power straight left hand has connected and has hurted us at times. And we should be looking for a lot more counter punches here. But the main reason why I didn't want to counter punch is because I just want this guy to continue to waste his stamina, continue to have that confidence to throw punches on the inside. So that's the psychological part, working intuition with the gameplay. So everything's coming together well. You haven't seen him really change things up. He's had some success with the power shots, but we're going into round 5, and anybody who plays head-to-head and uses Mike Tyson knows that when you got a guy with a lot of power and you're throwing a lot of power shots, and my guess of this guy's fighter type is he's either an inside fighter or a brawler. So if you look at his stance right now, you see there's no more hand movement there. The guy's barely up on his toes. That indicates to me that he is tired and that we have more stamina of him. And the main thing about good stamina management is that you don't have to have, here's a misconception, most people think that you have to have 100 or 95% stamina. As long as you have more stamina than your opponent, you should be good. That's the shot I was talking about. That's the signature, and that's the chin check by that right uppercut, dropping him for the second time here tonight. That's my knockout signature combination. Power straight downstairs to the body, deteriorate that stamina, gas him, and then come upstairs with a power right uppercut. It's not a power uppercut, it's just a regular uppercut, but it has some extra power to it because one, the guy's tired, two, he's exposed because he's still trying to throw a combination, he's still trying to throw a punch. He may be trying to step on top of it, and when we step to the right or we step to our left, now you don't have to use the right uppercut, you can use a hook. I don't recommend a straight because you probably won't be in space because you just digged into the body with that power straight downstairs. But you step to the side afterwards, you get a good counter position, and then you'll be able to knock him down because why? Your uppercut's going to do a lot of damage because due to the fact that he has no stamina. So you see it again here, it comes again, same exact picture, sidestep right uppercut leads to the chin check for the third knockdown here tonight. So that's 3 knockdowns in the total of a fight, and that's 2 knockdowns that came by the signature punch, by him not recognizing the situation, by him constantly doing the same thing, and by us being able to capitalize on this guy's laziness. And for that, that's going to be a knockout win for us picking up our 3rd win of our OWC road to top 100. I want to thank everybody who sat here and watched this video. You guys are going to see where I put my stuff into, you know, how I upgrade my fighter constantly in this series. We're going to get some XP from this. We're going to get some points from our gym. Everything's going to be good. Follow me on Twitter. It's underneath that watermark right there, at FNFinest on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me. Go ahead and check out those guys in the description. Those are some great commentators. Remember, we stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you ever want to watch anything that goes down live and interact with me at the same time, or if you're just looking to hear my live thought process, check out my videos that come on Friday. That's my Live Fight Friday series. Also have a playlist of that on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, I ask that you please do so, but only do so if you were entertained and that you enjoyed this video. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of this. It's been your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Sophie commentator, and I'm off this. Peace!